Hey everyone, it's Friday and welcome to the 1 hour build with just me today, which is totally fine. I'm going to show you an awesome project, and the project is very popular on Etsy, all over the internet. People buy a lot of these, and I actually met some of our customers. That's all they do are cursive text, and they cut them out and they sell them for lots of money. You don't have to necessarily put them on a back piece like this. You could just sell the just the cursive, and it looks really contemporary on a wall, nice and clean. But I'm gonna show you how to do the cursive because you have to design it very specifically so it's all together one piece. You don't want any floaters, like say this eye right here. You don't want that guy off because then that's gonna have to be set somewhere separately. So you want this all single file. We have 8 of these online, so there's like family, we have welcome, joy, bon appetit. We have 8 of those to choose from, and I'm gonna show you how to do it right here, right now. So let's go into the software. So I personally use Inkscape. You can use any design software you want to use for sending files to the laser. I just prefer this. Whatever you prefer is fine. So when starting with a cursive design, you want to make sure you're picking the right font. And I have a couple of fonts here. And I'm just gonna make my friend, he helped me move last weekend, so I'm gonna make his family a sign. His last name's Peterson, as you can see. So we have 4 different fonts here, and I'm just gonna go through what's good, what's bad. So when doing this, you do wanna look at nice thick fonts. Something that's not gonna go away as you scale it smaller, and it's just going to be destroyed by the laser anyway because it's too fine of detail. And you can see this right here on the top one. That's just too fine. It's never going to hold up as one piece. We could thicken up those lines if we really like that text, but just for ease, I'm just going to get rid of that guy. And looking at this one, this is a nice font, and you could work with that if you wanted to, if you really liked it, but just looking at the difference on the P and the E right here, I don't really think those will join or mesh together cleanly without a lot of messing with. So I'm just gonna delete that guy right here, and really we're left with these 2, which are nice and thick cursive letters. And really I'm gonna pick between the 2 which one is easier to work with design-wise. So it looks like this is completely joined together except for the P. And then this guy, there's a break on the O and the N for some reason. I personally want to use this guy. So I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to use this font. So I've created this block, this red block that represents this base piece of barnwood that I'm going to put it on. And later on, I'll tell you about the barnwood, what's the story about the barnwood, how to get it, and everything about it. But back to the design. So we have the Petersons. It doesn't make sense, yeah, Petersons. So I'm gonna make the Petersons. We're gonna make this all one design. Whoops. I haven't made this yet. I'm doing this for the first time right now so you guys can see every little step, just in case you wanna watch that. So I'm going to put the Petersons. Now I like the way that looks. It doesn't fit on our piece of wood represented by the red block yet, so I'm just going to scale this guy down. So that looks nice on there, and I'm going to make smaller. Now I could make these 2 separate pieces, but I'm going to try to cleverly make this all one cut, and I'll show you how. So this is still a font file. This is still text. I don't want that. I need to merge that P and the E together. So what I'm going to do is just union that create object if you're an illustrator from font, and then you'll see that we have all our anchor points right here. So how am I going to connect this P and the E? I could cleverly bring this tail up and merge it, or I can just move this P closer and just touch it there, but I think this tail's pretty good to use. So I'm just going to merge it right there. And then I'm going to clean up this curve. And that looks pretty good to me. It looks like Readerson, so maybe undo that. And I'll just bring that P over until it connects with that E. Like I said, I haven't done this yet. It's the first time. So I'm going to bring that until it's closer. Now they're touching, and I can actually merge those two together, creating a single file. Now, I'm going to try to cleverly bring this that makes it make sense into the design itself. Just going to take this we're going to union it again, and now we have our nodes. We'll put these guys together and merge them. Now, how am I going to join these two? Well, just going to grab this again. Well, all right, just watch the design work as I struggle here. Now I want these two files together. So I'm going to cleverly grab this guy and just pull it to the right. And then I'm going to put the on top of that. And that I can merge together and create just a single file to cut and put on top of this piece of wood. So we will merge them again. And now we have our file, and we're just going to double check, see if everything's closed and it's a single object to be cut with the laser. So object fill and stroke. You want to say hi? Yeah, say hi.
What's up, guys? We set our barbecue today here for our summertime.
Summertime fun time. Yeah, we had a potluck today.
Right next, just gotta get some cupcake on my face. Right next time we knock things down. I love what you're doing here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Do you want a cupcake?
Yeah, bring me a cupcake.
I'll bring you a cupcake.
Thanks, man. All right, so we're gonna check this design, make sure it's nice and closed. So we will turn the stroke to green, and then we'll see that this is actually not closed. So this text itself, probably not the best to use for a quick design. So let me just merge these real quick. Let me make that stroke size a bit smaller so I can see it easier. I'm just going to bring these over until everything touches, crosses. And I'm just going to do that every point that it's not overlapping. So it looks like we have a handful of these points that I totally missed. And don't worry too much about joining these too hard. Is that my cupcake?
Got your cupcake.
Thanks, man. Oh, no! Why would you do that? All right. I think you started something that you will regret. All right. Live video is so fun. Ooh. I was not expecting that. I have it on my shirt. Oh my goodness. He's got it coming to him. You have no idea. Alrighty, let's get back to the designing. Charles, did you know that was coming?
No, man.
Oi. All right, so I'm going to join all these together, make them a single closed object, like I've been saying, and I think we're good. We're just going to clean up these edges, get these icing and cupcake out of the way. So where it's ugly and all distorted looking, I'm just going to delete those, and usually the arcing kind of cleans itself up. Everything looks pretty good. That "the" looks kind of funny, but we're not going to worry about it too much. That looks kind of funny. We'll delete it. Now it's good to go. Ah, I still can't believe that. So we have the Petersons, a single file. There's some goofiness right here we'll get rid of. And I don't like that straight edge, so I'm just gonna bring this top end like that, give it a little style. Clean that up just a bit. My goodness. Man, he has it coming. So, now our file is ready. If I wanted to raster this, I could. If I want to just vector cut it like we're going to, probably bring that up. Actually, I'll move these. I'm just gonna sit here and fiddle with this design the whole time. Actually, I'm thinking about it too much. All right, whatever. This is the last time. So, now we're merging this. All right, everything is very nice and solid. Nothing about this design is going to break. It's not too fine of details, so I'm not worried about it at all. What I'm going to do is just go to my document properties and set my file. And then I'm going to save as a PDF on my desktop. The Petersons. Oh, okay. And that's on my desktop. I have my software right here. Where'd it go? There we go. All right, I'm just gonna upload the vector for now because I'm going to cut this. You can see we already took a picture of our bed showing the piece of wood that we're gonna be using. So now that I have my file on there, my picture on there, I know exactly where it's going to be on the piece of wood. I am ready to cut the file after I set the settings. I know this cuts really well at 20 speed. I could bump it up, but given there are variables within woods and grains and glues, I just want this to cut out the first time. So I'm gonna go a little slow at 20 speed, but that's completely okay. I'm gonna go into the laser and we're gonna show that it's running its perimeter, showing you exactly where that design's going to be. And that's just a good double check just in case somebody like Charles moves your piece of wood after you've taken that picture. It happens a lot. So I just double check just to make sure. And now that we have our power settings, I'm going to go ahead and hit play. This cupcake tastes like face. My goodness. Did you align the laser, Charles? Thanks, man. I like that font. That's a good font. So as that's cutting, finish that. I'm going to talk about the barnwood. So this is actually reclaimed wood. I found this on Craigslist for this backing. I use it for lots of different things, projects. I have lots of materials just laying around. I like that it has character, age, and the contrast on the fresh piece of wood in the Cursive looks really, really clean to me. Yeah, I was on Craigslist, and this guy said he's giving away all this free reclaimed wood. And I get there, I'm super excited. I'm just gonna throw it in the back of my truck. And he says, yeah, I have all this wood, but it's a fence. And you can have it for free if you take the fence down. And I brought my brother along, and he had no idea that for 3 hours in the middle of summer, we were gonna be taking this guy's fence down for free. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun in the middle of summer, taking a fence down. Yeah, it was craziness. And the first time we actually went there, he told us it was too late, so we had to come back the next day. Interesting story. I don't think it goes any further than that. I thought it was a bit longer, but it's not. So as that's cutting, I'm going to prepare this piece of barnwood, this reclaimed wood, for the actual gluing of the Petersons on top of this. So if we bring down the camera, I'm going to show you what to do. So each corner is going to get a drill. We good, Charles? All right, so I'm going to start drilling at this corner kind of arbitrarily. I'm going to drill this corner. All righty. And on this neck, I'm going to do just one more corner. If you kind of look at the grains, you can kind of see where to go on the actual piece of wood and kind of make it even, but it doesn't really matter if it's too even or not. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and start it right here. Alrighty. So now we have our holes in the corners, the lasers going, getting ready for the Petersons to be plopped on top of this. And now we have our string. Now I'm just going to kind of eyeball this as well. It doesn't need to be perfect. Did you steal my scissors? My scissors got stolen. No, they're under everything else. So I'm just gonna pull this out, kind of bring it across, make sure the measurement's decent. So I'm gonna make a knot there, give it some length here. And I'm terrible at tying knots. So if I can do this, anyone can do this. But yeah, as for reclaimed wood, if you go to buy it somewhere like professionally, it's extremely expensive. So definitely use your resources, your offer-ups, your Craigslists to get awesome deals, but just make sure that you don't have to do a lot of work for it like I had to. This is like the dirtiest rope ever. It's the most simple project, but it looks so good. I'm gonna cut that more. One tip when working with small things and string, to not have sausage fingers. That's like number one, don't have sausage fingers. Where's Ruben when we need him? And his little delicate fingers. Man, I'm really struggling. Charles, you can go to the Petersons as I struggle with this knot. I don't want everybody to watch me. It's embarrassing. There we go. I'm gonna have to cut another string. It's the worst of time. That's not cool. Jim Robinson? What's up, Jim? Next week's project is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Can't say nothing about it, but I'm excited about it. Just saying. This is like unraveling on me. All right, cool. Note to self. You can always cut the string, but you can't make it longer. All right, the Petersons are cut. I finally got it all tied in there. You would think that was a very hard thing to do, but it's not. I promise. So, the Petersons, as promised. I didn't do this, before. I literally designed it right in front of your eyes and cut it, and it was that easy to go from something on the computer to a physical object. I think it's really cool. A lot faster than 3D printer, and it's not plastic, it's wood. I think it's cool. Laser cutters are the best. Now, I'll just show you how to glue it on to the piece of wood like you don't know how to glue. So we have our string, our back plate from the reclaimed wood, the Petersons, nice and quick. We also have the cupcake. And I'm just gonna glue this. It doesn't have to be like super crazy. I'm gonna find the thickest parts like out of this design and then just kind of tack it on there. So probably here, 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 and somewhere on the. And put the glue stick in, that tends to help. So the S, and then the S, and then the somewhere. Jim, I did. What do you want me to do with those files? Do you want me to create PDFs out of them and send them to you? Or do you want me to recreate something similar? The Petersons, that easy. I can't wait to give this to them. So they can hang this on their door or wherever. You can do this with anything. You can put the, kitchen. I've seen kitchen. I don't know why you would put kitchen in your kitchen. It's a pretty obvious place. But the laundry room, lots of people have hope, blessed, faith, happiness. And we have about 8 of those online right now if you want to check them out. Or you can just make your own. I just showed you how to make your own, so that's completely super easy to do. And Inkscape's free. Why not? So until next time, pursue happiness. Check us out on Wednesdays, Fridays.